Hello everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey Valerie, how you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm using a lapel mic. Can you hear me good? Or do I need to lose the mic? Oh, awesome. Hi everyone. Hi, how you doing? I am sitting here in carpool and it's starting to snow. Starting to snow here in Nashville. Awesome. But I want to do a quick scope. Yeah, I know. I wanted to do a quick scope about what every entrepreneur needs to know when you hire a web designer. My name is Samantha Pointer Fox. For anyone just joining, coming on, I am the technology coach and professional organizer and web designer at Get It Together. I help busy entrepreneurs and small business owners become tech savvy and digitally organized. I help bridge the gap between technology and organization. Today, I wanted to talk about what every entrepreneur should know when hiring a web designer because recently I have been hearing more and more people and people who come to me for web work who may have a website but don't have their information, were never given their information to log on to their website, don't have any of their website files, and basically they're being held hostage by whoever they hired to do their web work. And then you have some people who can't even find the designer or the person who did originally. So the first thing, when you go to do web work to get your website design, I would make sure the person that I hire, that they can, have references of who they've done, who they've worked, did stuff for. The main thing you need to look for is ownership of your files. When you buy a domain name, you own that domain name. When you buy, your web hosting and all of that, and, order your web design from someone, you own that site. They should give you your login information. They should give you your site files. Now, you may have to ask them for your site files, but you should get your site files because that's what you're paying for. You're paying for not only their design services, but you're paying for them to get your vision up on the web. So you definitely need your login information, especially if you're using something like WordPress, or even if they built it from scratch. Get your login information so you can log into your server, your cPanel, which is what it's commonly called. The server part where your stuff is hosted they usually use cPanel. So you need all of that login information. Even if you don't know what to do with it, get that information because you own that. Don't be held hostage by designers and companies that want to keep you dependent on them. When I work with people for web design, I give them all of their login information, where their stuff is housed, how they can move it if they feel like it in the future, especially if they're doing their hosting through me. I give them all of that information because they own it. Another thing is, if you get your domain name through a third party, if the web designer purchases your domain name, make sure that they put your name and address and phone number in the registrants and the technical and the admin parts of a domain name, because that's how you'll be able to transfer your domain to someone else if you want to. Don't let them hold you hostage that way, because again, you own that domain. That's your domain name. That's what you paid for. Now, if you don't want to hire a designer and you want to do it yourself, If you use something like GoDaddy's web hosting and their little templating system, or Squarespace or something like that, make sure you understand and read their terms of agreement that you don't own those files. Which means if you grow in the future or want to do something different or want to take your business somewhere else, you're most likely going to have to start again from scratch. So just be aware of that. Read on the site. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, read on the site. Hey, LaTersa, read on the site what you get for that money. Don't just assume that, oh, I paid and it's mine. Mostly sites like that, you won't be able to get the template part. Your content is yours, but the template design part is not. So be aware of that. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, assumptions are very killing. And you might be saying to yourself, well, I want to save money, I want to do it as cheaply as possible. But in the long run, if you don't do your due diligence, it's going to cost you more money. Like if you come to me or some other reputable web designer and we have to recreate the wheel, hello, it's going to cost you more money because we have to recreate what someone else did. So it's smart as an entrepreneur and as an entrepreneur and small business owner to go ahead and invest in your website right the first time. So you're not doing a bunch of recreating in the back end and then you're all mad because you have to do that. Exactly, correcting other people's mess or mistakes. Another tip I like to give is find out what platform they're going to put you on. Are they going to be using WordPress? Are they going to be using Adobe Muse or some other platform? Find out what platform they're going to use and make sure you understand the differences between the advantages and disadvantages of using those platforms. Because again, if you ever decide you want somebody new in the future, or if you want to move somewhere else, you want to know what restrictions you have. You want to know if things are going to be hard to recreate or add on to. You want the best possible bang for your buck, really. So just make sure you understand and get that up front. So you're going to want to, first things first, know that you own your domain name, you own your files, unless you're on some like GoDaddy host their templating system or something. But make sure your web designer gives you all of your login information and all of your files before you make that last payment to them, so they can't hold you hostage. And sometimes they'll tell you, oh yeah, you own everything, but make them show you proof that they've done what you've asked them to do and that you've received everything that they asked. If like something like if they use Adobe Muse to do your site, make sure that they not only give you access to edit your site, but make sure they give you the master file, which is super important with Adobe Muse. Make sure they give you that master file to you, because without it, it's really not much you can do without that. You can't really take it to another designer because they need that master file. Even if they have the software, even if you have the software, you need that master file. So make sure you have your master files. Make sure you have your login info. Any good web designer will, any good web designer will give all that information to you. Make sure that's in your contract. And yes, please have a contract in place with the person so you're not getting burnt. Even if it's someone you know and cool with and really like, make sure there's a contract there just to protect both of you, because things happen. Thank you, Valerie. Because things happen and you want to be protected, and that designer needs to be protected. Yes, business is business. Hey, love you, but business is business. Make sure you're conducting business. So invest in a good website. If you're wanting to charge people for your services, make make sure that you have a good, that you are investing in, that you're investing in yourself and your business, that you're willing to put money out there. You can get, go ahead and ask your question. You can get good, see, just knocked me all off point. Okay, make sure you're investing in your website and putting out the money. You can get good web design. Yes, you can get good web design for relatively low cost. So, you know, don't expect bottom basement prices and you want the moon. So invest in your website. It's your real estate on the web. It's your home base. It's where you're going to launch everything. It's where you're going to direct people to. So that's the best investment you can make, and you want to do it right the first time. So don't skimp on it. Don't cut corners on it. Make sure whoever you hire, that you do your due diligence, that you find out what you all get when you pay that person. Make sure that you get your login information and your files. Make sure you have a contract in place and a time schedule, and go from there. And so I hope this has been helpful to you. Still kind of raining out here and snowing. Little flurries here in Nashville, Tennessee. So I just wanted to quickly come on. Learning to maintain your site. Yes. When it comes to maintaining your site, when you hire a web designer, see if they offer training. Now, that might be extra. They might offer 30 minutes to an hour of training included in their price, and they should state that when you get your contract. But don't assume that you're going to get a full-on lesson like like you would on if you went to school or something. Most people would just give you the basics on how to operate and maintain your site, and this is especially true if you use WordPress. And yes, I do offer training. It is a separate charge, and depending on what package you pick, you might get an hour or more, based on if you just want to know a little bit to keep going, or if you want to know everything. So keep that in mind. You can find out more, or if you have any questions, you can go to my website, organizingguru.com. Connect with me there. I'm on most social media as Organizing Guru or Samantha Pointer Fox. You can connect with me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Organizing Guru. I would be happy to, thank you. I would be happy to talk to you more about if you have any web design needs. I take about 2 to 3 people a month for web design. So I do have openings for March and April. If you are interested, just connect with me at organizingguru.com. I have you fill out a form so I'll know more about what you're wanting to do and how you want your site and brand represented. So I'm going to get back to sitting here in this cold weather. I do all types of training on software and apps and anything to get you organized, anything to get your business up and running and successful. I'm your girl for that. I am your tech person. Yes, but I'm coming out. I'm going to let people know what I do and how I can help. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Again, you can connect with me on organizingguru.com. I'm also on YouTube. Hey, Russia. I have, yes, and that's my song, right? I have that on my playlist, my morning playlist. But I have videos on YouTube also, but just check me out, organizingguru.com. I would love to connect with you and find out how I can be of help and help technology not be so crazy and overwhelming to you. I really want to help entrepreneurs to get organized and to get comfortable with their technology, because technology is big. We all need it. We all have to use it, and you can be productive with it with the right training. So that's what I'm here to do and to help you with. So I'm going to sign off now. Again, that's organizingguru.com. Thank you, Valerie and Latersa, for posting that. Catch the replay if you're just coming in, and thank you so much for the hearts and the love. And I will be back on later on this week to give you some more business tips about apps, organizing, web design. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Catch the replay. I'm about signed off, but yeah, just connect with me, organizingguru.com. I'm sitting here in carpool, and this was heavy on my mind, and I'm tired of people getting taken advantage of. So I really wanted to drop that knowledge on entrepreneurs and small business owners to take back your control, get your login information, get your get your files. You own that, and that's your right. So I will see y'all later. Thank you very much. Bye.